Finding your unique writing voice is one of the most important journeys a writer embarks on. It's the difference between blending in with the crowd and standing out as a distinct, recognizable author. Your voice is the fingerprint of your writing, the consistent tone, style, and personality that readers come to expect and love. But how do you find this voice? For many writers, especially those just starting out, it can seem like an elusive concept. This video will guide you through the process of discovering your unique writing voice, understanding its value, and learning how to cultivate it. What is a writing voice? Before diving into how to find your unique writing voice, it's important to understand what a writing voice actually is. Your writing voice is more than just your style. It's the essence of how you communicate. It's the distinct tone, rhythm, and approach you bring to the table every time you sit down to write. While some might confuse voice with genre or structure, voice is much more personal. It's what makes your writing uniquely yours. Your writing voice reflects your perspective, your worldview, and even your life experiences. It shows how you see the world and how you wish to communicate that vision to others. Think about how you can recognize a favorite author's work just from reading a few lines. For example, the minimalism of Ernest Hemingway stands in stark contrast to the lyrical prose of Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Both authors are known for their distinct voices, despite writing in vastly different ways. Similarly, you can cultivate a voice that readers will immediately recognize as yours. Why is it important to find your unique writing voice? Finding your unique writing voice has several benefits. First, it sets you apart from other writers. In a world saturated with content, originality is key to gaining and maintaining readers' attention. When readers pick up your work, they should be able to recognize your voice without looking at your byline. This sense of recognition builds a connection between you and your audience. Readers begin to trust that your work will provide a certain feeling or experience, and that's why they come back to your writing again and again. Second, writing in your true voice leads to better, more engaging writing. When you write authentically, your words flow more easily, and your passion comes through on the page. You're not trying to imitate another writer or contort your words to fit a particular mold, you're just being you. And when you're truly yourself on the page, readers can sense it. Authenticity resonates with audiences, and they are more likely to connect with your work on an emotional level. Finally, your writing voice helps define your brand as a writer. Whether you're writing novels, blog posts, or short stories, your voice contributes to your identity as a writer. As you continue to produce work, readers will come to associate certain qualities such as wit, warmth, or a dark sense of humor with your writing, building your literary persona. For example, Stephen King is known for his suspenseful, sometimes eerie voice that grips readers from start to finish, while Nora Ephron's witty, conversational voice became her trademark. The process of finding your writing voice. Finding your voice is not a one-time event, it's a process. You may have to try on different voices before finding the one that fits. Just as a musician develops their sound or a painter hones their style, writers must experiment, practice, and reflect in order to discover their voice. Here are steps to help guide you through the journey.
Hi and welcome in our channel Alive Inc. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe for our future videos, and thank you very much in advance.
1. Read widely and often. Before you can discover your own voice, it's important to understand what's out there. Reading widely introduces you to a variety of voices, styles, and genres. Take note of the authors who resonate with you. What is it about their voice that stands out? Do they write with humor, authority, or vulnerability? Analyze their sentence structure, word choices, and the way they present ideas. While reading, you might notice that you're particularly drawn to certain authors or genres. This isn't a coincidence, it's often a reflection of your own voice beginning to emerge. When you recognize a voice you admire, don't just read passively. Break down what makes their voice compelling to you. Is it the way they build tension? The unique metaphors they use? The way they bring out emotions in their characters? Identifying what resonates with you can give you insight into your own voice. 2. Write like you speak. One of the easiest ways to uncover your voice is to write the way you speak. Your natural tone of voice, how you communicate in everyday life, is often a strong foundation for your writing voice. If you're funny in conversation, let that humor shine in your writing. If you tend to be introspective or philosophical, let those qualities come through. To practice this, try having a conversation with yourself on paper. Imagine you're explaining a concept to a friend or retelling a funny incident from your day. Don't worry about formality or structure, just let your words flow naturally. What emerges from this exercise will likely be an early version of your voice. Over time, you'll refine it, but the goal is to start with authenticity. A great way to practice this is by writing in a stream of consciousness style. Don't worry about grammar or structure, just let your thoughts flow onto the page. This unfiltered style of writing can help you tap into the core of your natural voice. Over time, you can refine this into a polished writing style style. 3. Free yourself from comparison. One of the biggest barriers to finding your unique voice is the temptation to compare yourself to other writers. It's easy to look at a successful author and think, I need to write like them to succeed. But this is counterproductive. Trying to emulate someone else's voice will only lead to frustration and inauthentic writing. Instead, focus on what makes you unique. What life experiences, perspectives, and emotions can you bring to the table that no one else can? When you stop comparing yourself to others and start embracing your individuality, your voice will begin to emerge naturally. Comparison can also lead to self-doubt, making you second-guess your choices and dilute your voice. Every writer's journey is different. Trust that your voice is worth hearing and that it will resonate with the right readers. 4. Embrace your strengths and quirks. Every writer has strengths and quirks that make their voice unique. Maybe you have a knack for crafting witty dialogue, or you excel at painting vivid imagery with your words. Maybe you have an unusual perspective on life that comes through in your storytelling. Whatever your strengths are, embrace them. Similarly, don't shy away from your quirks. Some of the most distinctive voices in literature have come from writers who leaned into their idiosyncrasies. Think of Kurt Vonnegut's dry, sarcastic humor or J.D. Salinger's unconventional narrative style in The Catcher in the Rye. Your quirks can become the signature elements that make your writing stand out. Some writers worry that their quirks will alienate readers, but the opposite is often true. Quirks make you relatable, human, and distinctive. They add layers to your writing that generic voices lack. Over time, readers will come to love your voice precisely because it's different. 5. Experiment with different genres and styles. Sometimes, finding your voice requires stepping outside your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to experiment with different genres, formats, and styles of writing. If you typically write in first person, try third person for a change. If you write mostly fiction, give nonfiction a try. Exploring different genres can help you discover new aspects of your voice that you may not have been aware of before. Additionally, consider playing with tone. Try writing a piece in a more serious or humorous tone than you're used to. You might discover that your voice has more versatility than you initially thought. This experimentation can also make you a more adaptable writer, able to switch tones depending on your audience or the story you want to tell. While experimenting, you'll likely notice patterns. Perhaps you gravitate towards certain themes, even in different genres, or use similar sentence structures. These consistencies can serve as the building blocks of your voice. 6. Write regularly. The more you write, the more comfortable you'll become with your voice. Writing regularly helps you develop your style and gives you the chance to refine your voice over time. As you write, you'll begin to notice patterns in your language, tone, and sentence structure that are distinctly yours. Don't wait for inspiration to strike. Set aside dedicated time to write, even if it's just for a short period each day. The act of writing frequently allows your voice to develop organically. With every new sentence you craft, you'll inch closer to finding the voice that feels truly authentic. Try keeping a journal or a collection of free writes. These unpolished pieces of writing can be incredibly valuable because they reveal your raw voice without the pressure of perfection. Over time, you'll see how your voice evolves and where it shines the most. 7. Seek feedback from others. While finding your voice is a personal journey, it can be helpful to get feedback from others. Share your writing with trusted friends, writing groups, or mentors who can offer constructive criticism. Sometimes, others can see elements of your voice that you might not be aware of. When seeking feedback, ask specific questions about your voice. Do readers find your writing engaging? Do they notice a consistent tone or style? Are there parts of your voice that could be more developed? Use this feedback to refine and strengthen your writing. It's important to remember that feedback should enhance, not overshadow, your natural voice. Moreover, hearing from others can confirm the elements of your writing that are uniquely yours. They may point out phrases, metaphors, or moods that consistently appear, helping you identify the heart of your voice. 8. Be patient with the process. Lastly, finding your unique writing voice takes time. It's not something that happens overnight, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself and the process. Your voice will continue to evolve as you grow as a writer. What's important is that you remain open to exploring, experimenting, and embracing your individuality. As you embark on this journey, trust that your voice is worth sharing. Whether you write with humor, introspection, or suspense, your voice matters, and it has the power to connect with readers in profound ways. Conclusion: finding your unique writing voice is an ongoing process that requires time, experimentation, and self-reflection. By reading widely, writing regularly, and embracing your strengths and quirks, you'll gradually uncover the voice that's uniquely yours. Remember, your voice is what sets you apart as a writer and makes your work stand out in the crowded world of literature. So take the time to nurture it, and let your true self shine through every word you write. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you all in the next video.